In the today class we will see ModelMapper. Okay, ModelMapper is a Java library used to map one object to the another object automatically. Okay, nonce means we no need to manually set the fields, okay, and get the fields. Okay, what is the use case of that? Okay, whenever we want to convert any entity class object to the DTO class, and for example there is a request DTO. Okay, whenever we want to send the request, okay, of a DTO object, and after that we want to save that data to the database, so we will convert to the entity, right? So then also we can use, okay, vice versa, like entity to the request DTO and entity to the response DTO. Okay, what are all the steps we need to follow to use the ModelMapper libraries? First we need to add this dependency in the pom.xml. Okay, and we need to create a configuration class for the ModelMapper. Okay, we can give any name, and we need to create the bean of that class. Okay, let's see the code. First I have added that dependency in the pom.xml, you can able to see here. And second, I have created one config package. Okay, in the main package I have created one config package. In that config package I have created the class with the name ModelMapper config, and I have annotated this class with the @configuration. What happens if we annotate any class with the @configuration? It will become a configuration class, okay, for our application. Okay, where we will declare the beans. Okay, I have declared the bean here, and I have annotated the bean. If we annotated @bean, then it will become a bean of that application, and that will be managed by the Spring IOC. Okay, and in the previous class also we have discussed about how we will convert request DTO to entity manually. We have seen, see, this is the request user request DTO, and this is the user response DTO, and this is the user entity class. Okay, we will come to user controller. We are taking a request here of a user request DTO object, and we are passing that DTO object to the create user method. Okay, okay, in the create user method we want to map the DTO class object into the entity class object. So the third step, you can say, we need to auto wire that ModelMapper, right, to use the method which is present inside that ModelMapper class. Okay, so there is a method called map which will take two classes. One is DTO, means source, and another one is destination. Okay, I want to convert DTO object to the user entity class. Okay, there is already a reference variable. Okay, the object is present in this, so I want to convert this DTO object to the user entity, and we need to mention dot class. Okay, we need to mention dot class. Okay, here for the get user data I am getting a ID. Okay, I will get the optional class object, and I will get the user object. Okay, and I want to send the response to the client. Okay, but I don't want to return the entity class object. Instead of that, I want to convert this entity into the user response DTO class object. Okay, for that ModelMapper dot map source, which is source user object, to the user response DTO dot class. Okay, let me run the application. Okay, go to the postman. Okay, let me change this. Okay, let me hit the request. You can able to see the data will be saved in the database, right? Correct. We will hit the get API also. Okay, this is the get API, and we will mention the ID as a 3. You can able to see I am getting the request, and it is returning the user response DTO class object. Okay, thank you.